Hello everyone. Do you know anything about the international student process or anything about the international students? If not, today I will be sharing you some of the challenges that are faced by the international students. So, whenever an international students apply from their country, they have to complete first the English proficiency test. After completing their English proficiency test, such as IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo. After completing that, they have to apply for the university that they are preferred. Like some students have their choice, like they want to go to in that particular university, so they can apply for that. For application, they need to provide their academic records, transcripts, letter of recommendations, financial documents, English proficiency tests. And after reviewing all the documents, the university will grant an I-20, that means the offer letter, to the international students. After doing all the process, they have to do their interview with in the US embassy. So it's a whole process. And doing the interview with the US embassy, they will ask questions to the students and they have to answer it. And once they are passed in the interview, they will get the visa. Once they get the visa, after coming here in US, they will find some challenges. So today I'm gonna talk some of the challenges that are faced by the international students. So I think the first challenge, it is, first of all, the interview questions. They are very hard. They ask a lot of questions: why you are going there, everything, for what you are going there, will you come back or not. And the second challenge is the language barrier. So like whoever the student is coming from, whatever country, they have to so they are speaking their own language. So whenever they come here in US, they have to speak in English. So the language barrier they face sometime, like sometimes they do comfortable in their own language. I think the third challenge is the financial burden. Sometimes most of the students doesn't get scholarships, doesn't get they are not even eligible for FAFSA. They also, their fees are double and triple than the domestic students. So they have the stress of the inter like of the financial burden, or like how to pay fees and when to pay fees, it will be possible or not. They have to ask for their parents. And yeah. And the other challenges that I think is very important is the cultural shock. Most of the students, like, sometimes they lack the social support system here. So like sometimes they do need their support system. Recently there was for example, like recently my roommate fainted, and then I have to go and like I have to went with her to the ER, and the doctor was not like disclose the information with me because I was not her family. And it was very hard for me to explain the doctor like our situation as an international student. After talking to her mother, and somehow we did figure out the situation. But yeah, that is also the reason, like, the international student face, like sometimes the social connectivity or communication with the cultural and the and also like connecting to people sometimes. Also, the another challenge that is faced by the international students are sometimes like doing assignments like in their whole country, like in their home country, the whole study system is different than the study system in US. So it's the whole different way, or the system is different, so we don't know like how it will work, and the students don't know how it will work. So it is very hard for the student to communicate with the people and also to communicate with the professor to ask and like what are the expectations and how the assignment is gonna work. So I have made a little chart for that, just indicating like international students, like how it work, like a cultural shock, um, scholarships. They have some burdens about like interview questions, language barrier, food options, education requirement, financial burden, stress of assignments, homesick sometimes. So, and I think the the solution for this is communicating as much as they can. Communication is the key here. So if they communicate with the students, communicate with the professor, they can do everything. And sometimes they can attend the cultural events, like cultural events or cultural center. They can pass the time with their cultural students or friends. They can do everything. So here you go. Bye. Thank you.